Okay, so I'm back with WAVTool, and we're going to try one of the features I just learned about from the newsletter recently, which is the AI stem split. So really looking forward to this one. Um, so the idea here is that we can bring in a pre-mixed track, and it will break it up into the constituent parts. And of course, this is a kind of a holy grail feature that people have been working on for quite a while. I know there's probably some other programs that do it. This is the first time I'm seeing it in action right in front of me. So we're going to drag in Great Balls of Fire here, and we're going to split the audio. And it did this very quickly because I had to remake this video, and it had already thought about this a little bit, but it did take it about 10 seconds or so prior to doing this one. It must have kept that in memory, so that's something to keep in mind. It already knows about these clips. So I'm going to add all of these as clips. And we can see here we've got vocals, other, which turns out to be rhythm instruments, the bass, drums, and then here's our original track, which I'm going to mute. And let's take a look at the vocals. We'll just solo the vocals. So here's Great Balls of Fire in a second.
You shake my nerves and you rattle my brain. Too much of love drives a man insane. You broke my will, but what a thrill. Goodness gracious, great balls of fire.
So it even got the slapback reverb in there. So let's look at the other options here, some of the other instruments. So I've got our... Yeah, pretty good. Let's have a look at the bass. Yep. And then the drums. So pretty good. For a karaoke track, be pretty good. You pull out the vocal and you got the rest of the band. All right. Let's try another song. We're going to go back to new. That's fine. I don't need to save that. AI stem split. Let's try Hound Dog. And I'm going to split the audio on that. Again, I did this earlier, but my video didn't quite work. So it did know that this stuff was already there, and it must have just referenced it and said, hey, that's the same thing I just did. So we're just going to use those clips. And we can see here, we've got our original track. We'll mute that. And here's our Elvis soloed.
You ain't nothing but a hound dog, the crying all the time. You ain't nothing but a hound dog, crying all the time.
It's interesting. You can almost hear the room in the background. That's a little crunchy. I think especially on this one, pulling out the vocal, it does a great job of and keeping the rest of the band relatively intact. There's a lot of subtlety that's still left, but now you got the lead coming in. Okay. So I'm not sure what YouTube's going to do with that, but anyway, this is for educational purposes. So yeah, I'm pretty pleased with that. It's not something I need to do very often, but if I did, this would be a good way to do it, and I'm sure it's probably going to improve over time. So that is the AI stem split feature in WAVTool.